Hi everybody. Now a lot of business owners mistakenly think that in order to have a thriving business, they need to have 100,000 followers on social media and all sorts of a presence on every social platform. But in fact, nothing could be further from the truth. There are businesses every day that are really hitting it out of the park, even with a small following. So today we're talking about how you can turn your social media followers into actual paying customers. Let's get into it. If you're new here, my name is Liz, and I love to talk about how you can use tools like social media, public speaking, and video marketing to build a great business. Now, what we're talking about today really sits at the heart of all of these misconceptions that business owners have about social media. We would all love to have thousands of followers and raving fans everywhere, but at the heart of business is the ability to actually make sales. So if you have a social media presence, but you feel like you are still not seeing them convert into followers, then stay tuned for the rest of this video where I'm going to be going over some of the key things that you should be doing. Don't forget to click subscribe so that you never miss any of my future videos on these topics, and let's get right into it. Now, one of the first things that business owners can do to turn social media followers into actual paying customers is to be clear on their niche and who exactly they help. We often see new business owners being worried to specialize or to have a certain niche market because they want to be able to provide everything to everybody. But the reality is that people actually look for service providers and businesses that can cater to their specific needs. Now, I understood this a couple years ago when I was looking for a photographer to take some photos of my newborn son. So just like everybody would do, I went to Google and I searched for photographers in Toronto, and I came up with thousands of search results, and I had no idea how to sift through all of these. But a few headings really caught my eye, and that's when I noticed that there is an entire industry for baby photographers. So this is the thing, some of your potential customers might not even realize that you are exactly what they are looking for until they have that specific pain point. So when I investigated baby photographers, I understood that they provide exactly the service I need. So if I want to have photos taken of my newborn son, do you think it's more likely that I would go to a general photographer or someone who specializes in newborn photography? So this is how social media can really help your business to get right in front of the people who are actually looking for your product and service. Now, the second way that you can use social media to turn those people into paying customers is to speak solely to them, meaning to your target market, and don't worry about repelling everyone else. This might sound counterintuitive because as business owners, we want to feel like we are accessible and open and available to everybody. But in fact, it is far easier and more beneficial to your business to serve the people who actually want and need and are willing to pay for that service, rather than trying to convince and negotiate everyone in the universe that you are the perfect fit for them. So one way that I saw this practically rolled out is, again, this example of when I was looking for a baby photographer. Because when I clicked on certain websites that focus on baby photography, they were exactly speaking my language. They were exactly referencing all the pain points that I had as a parent with a newborn child. Their messaging, their languaging was all geared specifically to someone in my target market. Whereas when I looked at websites of general photographers, I didn't feel like they knew exactly what my pain points were as a mother with a small child at home who would not sit still for photos. Whereas the baby photography sites absolutely catered to my direct need. So this is a way that you can really get buy-in from prospective clients who are looking exactly for your service. Now, another way that social media can be very useful to turn followers into paying customers is if business owners take time to speak directly and engage with prospective clients. Social media is such an interactive tool. It's one of the most interactive ways that businesses can actually make a connection. You can come on Facebook Live or Instagram Live. You can post polls, you can post questions. You can interact with people in so many different ways, which actually serves two benefits. One, it allows you as a business owner to be able to hear the words of your target market and hear the language that they are exactly using to describe their pain points. Secondly, your target market has an opportunity to ask you more questions and to really get into the heart of what it is that you do, so that there's no doubt left in their mind that you are actually the right fit for them. Now, once the above 3 strategies are working well for you, you might notice more traffic to your social platforms and more awareness in general of your brand. This is the best opportunity to try to convert some of those people into actual leads. And what does that mean? It means that you want at least a good percentage of the people who are coming across your brand on social media to at least subscribe to your channel, or to like or follow your page, or to engage in the comments, or to give you their email address so that you can add them to your email list. At that point, those leads are what we would consider to be warm leads, a warm audience. They are people who have indicated that yes, in fact, they have some interest in what it is that you offer, and now you can continue to nurture that relationship to go on to turn them into paying customers. As soon as you start seeing some momentum in your lead generation and you feel like people are actually engaging with your brand, that is when you should continue to turn the switch so that you put your best stuff in front of those folks. They are the people that have already indicated that they have an interest in your brand and what you have to offer. So you should be known as a one-stop shop for them. Every single time that they have a burning question or query about what it is that you offer, your Instagram account or Facebook account should be the first place that they look. So that means serving high value content, speaking in their language, continuing to connect with them in the DMs, sending them stuff so that they can use it and see how your product works. This is how you continue to remind this small niche market that in fact your entire livelihood is about providing the service to them. A very, very good percentage of those warm leads will eventually turn into paying customers for this reason, because you have made yourself completely indispensable and invaluable to them for that service. Now, as with everything else in the business world, you want to be able to use social media to drive more sales to your business and get visibility there, which means you are trying to build the know, like, and trust factor. This is not an overnight process, and in fact, it is a very, very gradual journey right from cold traffic to the point of sales. However, once you start using social media the right way, you will find that you are spending less time on social media, you are less worried about vanity metrics like having thousands and thousands of followers, and instead you are focused on speaking to a specific audience, converting a high number of them as they are convinced that your product and service is the best fit for them. This is how you make sales and actually run a successful business using social media. If you like this video, make sure that you click like and send it to one of your friends who's busy building their business and wants to learn more about social media. Make sure that you subscribe so that you don't miss any of my future videos on this topic. If building your business using social media is a struggle for you, or you want to learn more about this, make sure that you look me up on timeboxdigitalmedia.com so that you can join my workshop coming up soon, where we teach you all the tips and tricks to get yourself going. So until next time, take care.